Hey there, this is Kendra Rinaldi. I am so grateful you are tuning in today. I just got off of a training with Kathy Heller, someone that actually I've been following her podcast for a while, and she is one of the reasons I actually started a podcast, and was because my brother suggested this training that she had done for podcasters, and this was a while back. Her original show was called Don't Keep Your Day Job, and I loved her show. Her show is still on, but now it's the Kathy Heller show. Anyhow, I love her passion and love everything she teaches and her authenticity as well. And so I just hopped on another podcast and thought it might be more about growing an audience and so forth. And so I wanted to learn more, because something that I want to make sure that I do is not only come on here to have these interviews and learn from my guests and share with you all the topics that we learn together, honestly, because as I am interviewing people, I am learning as I am interviewing. So not only for that, but also because I want to make sure it reaches people that feel so, not seen. I want to make sure that the podcast reaches people that feel that they are the only ones feeling the way they do. And so when I signed up for this other training that I just hopped on today, it was because I want to learn how to be able to have this greater reach. I've had the podcast for over 5 years now, and I love that it's reached so many people across the world. But I know that it could reach so many more, because I also know that every single one of us experiences grief. Every single one of us. Even if we've never had a death in our lives. As I keep on interviewing people about grief, it's the more that I realize that it is an emotion that is felt every single day. I truly believe that grief is something we feel every single day. At some moment in our day, we will experience grief. Why do I know that? Because I think that some of the ways that or emotions we think that we feel associated with, for example, disappointment, with sadness of something that maybe didn't end up happening the way we thought. Let's say you made dinner, your children and family, husband, spouse sat at the dinner table. You had invested an hour of your day making dinner, and they sit down and do not like the meal you made. Or even yourself, you may not even like the meal you just made. I experienced grief in that moment. There's a sadness, there's a disappointment, there's a letdown from what I thought was going to be the end result and didn't happen. Something as simple as making a meal. So, back to what I was saying is that we experience grief every single day. So, if that's the case, then this podcast, I say my just because I created it, but it's really our podcast. This podcast should be something that is relatable to everyone. So I want to make sure that it gets the reach that it really deserves, not because the podcast deserves it, but because the audience deserves to have the knowledge that it's out there. So as I'm learning this, I realize that there are a lot of ways I could have started my podcast 5 years ago, quote unquote, the right way, in order for it to get a wider reach back then. But then at the same time, I'm going to get so... At the same time, if I would have waited longer to launch, if I would have waited more to really, truly be ready, that would have meant that the people that needed to hear it then would have probably not heard it, people that were experiencing grief at that moment. Because without knowing, this podcast ended up launching right in the middle of the pandemic when I didn't even know the pandemic was about to happen. So God, I don't know. I'm so emotional. I just realized how much emotion I have right now. It's not... Okay, so the thing I want to say is that for any of you hearing this, for any of you that have ever heard any episode, if it's ever resonated with you, just know that it probably would resonate with someone else that you know. And it may help them. It may not be the same episode you hear that ends up that you find insightful for you. Somebody might resonate with some other episode, another interview, another person. So please share the podcast. Again, this is not about me or about the podcast. It's about the people that need to hear that they are not alone in their emotions. They need to feel seen. And something else that I'm thinking as I'm recording this, by the way, I'm actually holding my phone right now and recording on a voice memo as I'm doing this. It's the first time I'm launching an episode that's been recorded on a voice memo on my phone and not with my microphone and all the setup. Because I just wanted to just express exactly how I was feeling right now. Because I'm just extremely, extremely grateful for everything I've learned in the 5.5 years that I've been doing this. All the people I've met. All the lives that have been touched. And the person I've become. And if in any way you feel that there's something that you want to do, if there's something that you've been waiting to do but have not done because you don't feel fully ready, don't wait. Don't wait. You have incredible gifts. We all do. These gifts are meant to be shared. Your talents are meant to be seen, are meant to be felt by others. The human emotion that comes from these connections that we make because of a song we may write, of a dance we may perform, of a poem we may write. If you're an entrepreneur, then the business you're going to launch and the lives that are going to be impacted and changed because of this product that you launched. If you're an inventor and you came up with a product, do that. Do not do not hold back on being you and on sharing your amazing gifts with the world. And just remember that there is at least one other person out there that relates to exactly how you're feeling right now, and that will connect with whatever it is you are willing to put out in the world. Thank you again for being the audience that you guys are and for being so patient. I haven't actually not launched episodes in the month of August. I have episodes that are recorded. I just am waiting to launch some of these episodes in the next few weeks. But I just want to say how grateful again I am. If you again feel called to review or comment on the podcast, Apple Podcast has the thing there where you can review it. You can also, give it a rating, whatever many stars you feel are right for the show. And the other thing too is that I want to invite you, if by chance there's something within you that is feeling kind of torn and you're in this midst of this transition in your own life, in a change in your own life, I would love, love, love to talk to you. I would love to have a 15-minute discovery call and figure out if doing a coaching call with me or sessions with me would be the right fit for you. But let's figure that out in 15 minutes. Let's figure out if this transition that you may be in your life is one that you want to be having someone walk alongside the path with you. Sending you all so much love. And again, thank you for being the audience that you are and the community that you are.